When I was pastoring in Trenton, New Jersey, I started a little church of Haitian believers. And on Wednesday night, the group would come over to the Trenton church, and we would have a joint prayer meeting. One day, Mary came to the office and said, "Pastor, I got a problem." She said, "My fiance, who I've been saving up money trying to get into this country, has been held at the Donaldson Center in Miami, Florida. He tried to get in the United States with false papers. He was so desperate, the ID was so bad that the picture didn't even match the other stuff. And she said that they are about to deport him. And he's going to have to go back to Haiti." But then she added a spiritual conjunction. She said, "But you the man of God, you go down there and get him out." I sat there and looked at Mary, and I gave her a number of reasons. I said, "Mary, don't you know that this is the United States government? They're not exactly that fond of people trying to get in the country without the proper paperwork. I don't see how in the world that this can be done. I don't see what he's about to be deported. He came in falsely. There's nothing we have and that we can stand on." She said, yeah. "But you the man of God, you go get him out." She said, "I have scraped up your playing fare." She said, "The hearing is in 2 days." I said, "Mary, I don't want to take your hard-earned money. I don't see how in the world it can work. It is futile." She said, "But you the man of God, you go down there and get him out." I got on the plane and I went down to Miami. I want you to know that I anticipated going to the hearing, had my plane leaving to come back late that evening. I figured I would spend most of the afternoon with a nice lunch on the beach. I went to the center, met with the director at the Donaldson Center. When I told him who I was coming to try to get released, he literally laughed at me. And he said, "Don't you know that what you are requesting is impossible? We have caught the man coming into the country illegally. We are going to adjudicate him, and there is no possibility that he is going to be released. And even by some freak chance that the judge lost his mind and let him stay, it would take us 3 or 4 weeks just to process him." The hearing went just as he predicted. Got in there, listened to the little evidence. The man that I went to see couldn't even speak English. The judge gave the verdict to deport him back, and he asked Mary's fiance, did he have any last words? And the fiance said through the translator, "I want to thank Pastor Donaldson for coming down here. But what can anybody do?" I saw them march him back in chains in his orange jumpsuit, and I left that hearing fully intended to go to the beach, but those words haunted me. When he said, "What can anybody do?" So I remembered that the director of immigration is located in Miami. I went across the town, went to the director of immigration's office, didn't have an appointment. The secretary said his schedule is full. There's no way that I could let you come in and see him. I said, well, I've got all this time before my plane leaves. I'm just going to sit out in your office, and perchance you might be able to get 5 minutes of his time before his appointment. I stayed there 1 hour, 2 hours. And I think she was just testing me, and all of a sudden she said after that, all right, he's got 10 minutes before his next appointment. You can go in. I went into the office. I said, listen, you don't know me. I am Pastor Donaldson. I'm from such and such a church in New Jersey. There's a man over here in the Kronk Center who just had his hearing. They're about to deport him back. In fact, to be honest with you, the judge has already conferred on him the sentence to go back to Haiti. I said, but my church is willing to sponsor him if you would allow him to come in the house. The man didn't say a word. He picked up the phone. He called over to the Kronk Center. Spoke to the same man that laughed. Said to him, tell me about this person that Pastor Donaldson was over there to see. The man told him that he had just been convicted. He's scheduled to go back to Haiti, and that he was in this country illegally. They caught him red-handed, but the director of immigration said, Pastor Donaldson, how long will it take you to get back over to the Kronk Center? I said it'll take me about 45 minutes. He told that man on the phone, I want him shaved. I want him showered. I want his clothes and his makeup done in 45 minutes. And I went back over there. And that man today, because Mary had some faith more than her pastor, is a deacon in the Seventh-day Adventist Church today. That experience taught me that it's never by logic, it's never by might, it's never by power, but it is by God's Spirit. And I have learned that in any situation, and nevertheless at thy word, to every trying situation and impossible circumstance. Question today is, what is it really going to be? Your heads are bowed, it's quiet. I want you to listen to me. And husband and wife today, I don't know who you are, but I've been in this thing long enough to know that everybody's marriage is not peaches and cream. My question to you today is this: are you going to let pride dry up and dry out every ounce of love in your home? Some people are at odds with each other and they can't even remember what it is that they're at odds about, but they just have remained alienated from each other. Or are you willing today to let God have a try? I don't know who you are, but maybe this fits you. Are you going to give in and give up because of some uncomplimentary habit or vice that continues to make you silly putty in the devil's hands? Or are you willing today to launch out into the deep waters of deliverance? I don't know who you are. Perhaps today you are here, you're hurting on the inside. And my question is, are you going to continue to mask spiritual inadequacy? Be a Seventh-day Adventist by day and Babylonian by night? Or do you have what it takes to admit, Lord, I'm a mess, but God? See, I used to think that the most miserable people in the world are those who never knew Jesus and don't care about Jesus, but that's not true. I have since discovered that the most miserable people in the world are Seventh-day Adventists who hold on when they need to let go because of pride. Why? Because they're always wrestling with God. I will not submit. I will not admit. I will not commit. Every time God says something, they want to fight. My question to you is, aren't you worn out? Isn't it time to get it right? Haven't you toiled all night? And what you've been doing has ended up the same way, empty. Just like in our narrative, Jesus is here and he is saying to you, I know who you are. I know what you are. I knew when you were. I know how you are and how you were. And he is saying, let me into your boat. Let me into your heart. And this time, launch out deep. Deal with whatever you got to deal with. But this time, take me with you. I have the privilege to say, if you hear his voice, harden not your heart.